Hi, I'm Doug Craigen, team leader for testing and benchmarking at integrated engineering software, and I like to play with magnets. That's good because it helps me do my job, which largely involves forces and torques and the like around permanent magnet assemblies, steels and the like. Lately I've been playing with some fun configurations that aren't any particular device I know about, but they still help me benchmark the software. Here I have a case where I just have a bearing and a nail and a washer all floating above a magnet, and you can see that they even hold together in the vicinity of the magnet, but when I get over where there's no field, the whole thing breaks apart. So let's zoom in and talk about this a little bit. So when my little pieces of steel or iron are separated from the magnet, you can see that they have no effect on each other. They don't pick each other up in any substantial way. But when I bring them closer to the magnet, then we can start to see effects where the magnetization of one will allow me to get forces on another. And we can do fun things like pull and watch everything try to pull towards the magnet, which is what tends to happen most of the time, is that you expect a piece of steel or iron to pull towards a magnet and to pull towards other things that have magnetized in the same area. But that's not always the case. And in previous videos, I've discussed the whys. I won't go into that here, but if you want to learn more about the physics of this and how software can help you design devices with magnets, you can see the previous videos. For now, let me just show above the ring magnet, the washer simply hovers. And in particular, it hovers vertically. It doesn't lie flat. It hovers vertically. Here I've simply put, for mechanical purposes, I've put some cardboard and a piece of plastic to keep it from flying off to the side. There is no sideways force when it's exactly centered, but you can't do that. So this just stabilizes the assembly. But you see it aligns vertically because the magnetic flux is vertical and it follows the flux. Likewise, if I just put the nail there, it also follows the flux, which comes up the center and wraps around. Now, the closer I get the nail to the center, the more vertical it should be. And that's why I started playing with putting it on a washer. In the vicinity of the field, I have the freedom to kind of play a little bit here. And you can see that if I use the washer to position the nail more dead center, the nail is also more vertical because the flux is more vertical in the center. And at the very end here, when it's nice and vertical, with a bit of care, I should be able to put my bearing on top of the whole thing. These are a little bit finicky. But after a few tries, there we go.